right back, Charlie's definitely.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, man. Come on. You always just happy when Lights, camera, action. People deluded. I'm back again. Arsenal fan show settings. You lot might not know Matt, but he's been on the platform before. But I've got everybody here. What you lot saying? Don't move shy, lads. We've done this enough times.
Hey, man, I get to be on stream with the famous Matt. You know,
hey, stop that.
Finally blessed.
Nah. I'm with the famous lot. Listen, the main guy's there acting shy himself.
Allow me.
Wow, yeah, we all know about that. Hey, not Ian Wright, don't big up everybody in it, you know them.
I just saw him and I asked him, man. We ain't brethren. Big up Ian Wright, though.
Hey, no, I'm good though. You know what? Yeah, it was a beautiful Sunday, man.
Sunday, absolutely amazing for various reasons, man.
Yeah, for a multitude of reasons. But you know what? Yeah, I know you man are itching in it. Especially you Souls and you DG. I know you man are itching in it. So come on, give me
wait. What are we itching for? I'm confused.
I was thinking, but not where I was thinking what's going on.
Yeah. What am I itching for now?
I was thinking, whoa.
Give me the Martinelli prop, man. I know you man.
No, we weren't gonna do that, man. We weren't gonna do that. We are gonna go over the Southampton game, etc.
I told you so. Now just get that.
I can't lie. I've got it all in front of me, man. I actually wanted to speak about Chelsea's draw, Manchester United's draw, and most importantly, Spurs' loss with you, man, before we got into our club, man.
Yeah, let's do that first, man. You're amazing.
Take the floor, lads.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric Ten Hag, man. I love you, lad. You know, your kids will be fed. You are keeping your job, brother. You're keeping your job. Well done. You know what?
At 15 mil to sack him. It's a madness.
You know what it is? Christmas won't be bad in the Eric Ten Hag household. They will get gifts. They will get presents. Job centre is not around the corner for you, lads. Well done, man. And you know what? I'm happy for him. Humanity, football, and, you know, the footballing gods have all listened to our praises for Eric Ten Hag. I am so thankful for you, lad. There's going to be misery at Old Trafford. The theatre of dreams has become the theatre of nightmares. Not for us, because it's the dreams for us right now. It is going to be the easiest place to go and play. But you know what? Draw, man. And you know what? Fair play to them, because Villa are an easy team to beat. So you know what? To get a draw with Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans as your centre-back partnership.
Better than their other centre-half. Do
you know what? Fair play, man.
They're lucky Villa played Bayern Munich, man. They looked a bit exhausted. So they would have thumped them up.
Yeah, Duran finally off the bench, no goals. So, you know what? We can at least... Emery...
The week I put him in my FPL team, he does that.
At least we can, you know, at least we can beat this United side. So, you know, for those people who wanted to make these Emery Arteta comparisons, yeah, look, it's looking kind of bleak for you, man. But hey, have your fun.
This is my thing, yeah, with the whole. I didn't watch the Manchester United game, and I opted to watch the Chelsea game instead, innit? Because I thought it would be more of a ball.
It's probably the better game, to be fair.
100%. But look, yeah, we've seen Manchester United go to the Dragao, yeah, and get a draw. Yeah, I remember from last season, man were telling me, yo, the Dragao is a hard place to go to, you know. Arsenal fans, you better cool off. You're not going to get the W there. It's a very difficult ground to go to. Ten Hag went there. Be it as it may, yeah, they fumbled their 2-goal lead, be it as it may. But the players, they fought. They fought for Ten Hag and they brought it back in the dying embers of the game. 3-3, in my opinion, good result, yeah? Cool. Now they go on to Villa, yeah, who people have been telling me, yo, Villa this, Villa that, Emery, coldest manager in the world, all of them things there. I'm hearing he's next in line for the Man City job. Ten Hag went there, yeah, with Maguire, yeah. Johnny Evans in big 2024, Johnny Evans, yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
And Lindelof starting, yeah, and managed to not only get a draw, but
Lindelof came on.
Keep a clean sheet. He kept a clean sheet at Villa Park. I'm sorry, yeah, for me, that's players again showing evidence of fighting for the manager. Because really and truly, everybody expected Manchester United to get rolled over by Villa, but the players stepped up and went, no, we're going down with a fight. So my thing is now, is how can you sack, Ten Hag off of 2 good results? Because those are Manchester United are 14th, a draw at Villa Park, Villa 4th, 5th, whatever. That's a good result. So this is where the messaging, the wires get a bit confused, innit? Because I know there's hella Manchester United fans out there preying on their own downfall, but it didn't come. So where do we go from here?
But you know what it is though? I feel like with Man United, like you look at the Villa game, I know you didn't watch it, but they had all the board members there. So Jim, Omar Barada, Brailsford, all them man.
All the dons that wear the suits.
Oh yeah, trust me. So I feel like for them players, I can't remember which person was saying it, that they were gonna perform well. You know them ones that everyone's there, Fergie as well, you're gonna perform. Backs against the wall, job cool. DG, like you said, Villa played Bayern. I'm telling you, if they didn't play Bayern midweek, you would have seen a different game. 100%.
They'd have a bit more energy, man.
More clear, exactly, more clinical, fresh, whatever. With United, I think they look at different managers. Arne Slot's gone into Liverpool, short period of time, implement his style of play. You've got the guy at Brighton, I can't remember, Herzla, something like that.
Played some very good football, to be fair.
Exactly. So I feel like with Man United, it's like Ten Hag's gone. It's like you couldn't say Maresca as well, You couldn't.
Slightly even Postecoglou, they got problems, but there's an identity. I can't count.
Exactly. Like, with Spurs, we laugh at them defensively, but when they play Porro, Udogie, what you're gonna get in midfield, track and all of that. I feel like with United, they don't have a style. Like he's gone to clubs and bought his man or his men, and there's just nothing. If someone says
which is scary as well to age your point, Matt. Like man brought in Delay, he's dropped out Lissandro. He's obviously the Anthony thing was a bust. They probably weren't even convinced on signing him. He put the bag down. It's looking mad. Like if you're not, obviously football's a simple game. Like all these managers play different ways, but you got to keep the balls out the back of your net. You got to score. They don't look like a team that can score. They're underperforming there. They clearly can't defend. Their midfield's a shambles. Yeah, there's a couple of injuries. And for me, the biggest thing with Ten Hag is that there's a lack of taking responsibility. Like there's times he'll come out and you genuinely think they played like a prime Barcelona side. I love it, but surely he can't stay too long, man. It feels like he's just buying himself some life, if I'm honest, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think yes. But how are they going to play? Is it they go and get someone like Tuchel straight away, or is it they get like an interim? And because I'm hearing rumors about Michael Carrick, I don't want to see that. I think Carrick should stay at Middlesbrough, see out the season. See what happens with them. They'll probably do Ruud, innit? Ruud Van Nistelrooy seems like the one that they're going to do.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And then, exactly. And then after might say, you know what, next season Thomas Tuchel will come in, because whoever takes over now, they can do a better job, because there are still quality players at Man United. As much as I love to laugh about other teams and all these rivals, they've got quality players. Biggest issue as well, and I feel like a lot of people have mentioned it, players like Kobe Manu shouldn't be the regular starter.
He's being hung out to dry, man.
Exactly. If you look back at the Fergie times, do you remember that? I know we're going back now, but these are players that will play a game, but it's like they rotate them and they'll be surrounded by experienced teams that are doing well. You're putting Kobe in a team that is not performing, and he's like, they're laughing, oh, Kobe, he's in midfield getting outrun. He's doing it by himself.
This is what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? But people want to laugh. And listen, as much as I want to, I just think United, they've got quality. Just once they get a better manager, you'll see them do a lot better.
I don't think they got one lined up. Go on, Hooks. Go on.
I was going to say, but to me, like a Tuchel don't make sense, because these Ineos, man, they came in, they said, yeah, cool, we're going to build something. We're going into this kind of projecting, we're looking into the future. We're only going to be copying, man, of certain age ranges, which then backs up the whole projecting, to then go and slap a Tuchel in there who he's a cup manager. Let's be real. Like, he's never really been good in the league. He's not really a manager that builds. You know what I mean? He just comes in, wins you a cup. Like Manchester United would just run problems. So I think Carrick would be a good manager for them to, like, for Ineos to show us, we're running this project thing, and like bun the routing. I think Ruud's just there for like to save face and to make the Manchester United fans be a bit gassed. I don't think he can run it in the Premier League, but you got Carrick that's been swinging in the Championship, and those that watch the Championship, we know like It's more intense than the Premier League. It's physical, a lot of attacking play. For him to be swinging there, well, he's got something about him. So, I mean, if I was Ineos, I'd go for Carrick personally. To be completely honest,
and that's kind of piggybacking pause off of what you said. That's why I don't think they'll sack him anytime soon, unless like they obviously if you lose bare games, you have to go. It don't scream that they have a plan because I'm sure in the summer, apparently they were talking to this guy, that guy, the third. Obviously, nothing came of it. They've given my man a new contract, so it just seems like they're with him to the end. I don't think they sack him unless they go on a madness. Like obviously prior to these last 2 games, if they kept losing, and it could happen when we're back from the international break, so it's calm. Let's get on to Spurs though, lads, man. Spurs. I've done enough. You lot take the floor, man.
Hey, let's go. God hooks. You wanna go?
You don't want to cook them man first, yo. By the way, I was doing a smoke along for this game, innit? And I can't lie, yeah. 2-2s now. What? Johnson scored 1-0. Damn. But we're like, cool. Don't worry, man. It's Spurs, man. Brighton at home, they'll do something. What? Madison 2-0. Okay,
Poor goal to concede as well from their keeper.
Very poor goal. Okay, so now all of us here in there, we're like, we've kind of we're like, okay, fate sealed. It looks like Tottenham's gonna win this game, innit? By the way, yeah, halftime comes. I go, yeah, for us to believe, for us to have hope, yeah, we need Brighton to score in the first 15 minutes. By the way, scored in the first 5. From then, the belief came in it. Brighton went and got their second goal. It's at then I knew I'd be able to dash the spirit bomb on Tottenham Clark in it. I knew that it was coming, bro. And then who better? Who better than Wele, bro?
Always a gooner, man.
Man like Wele, man like Welbs, man like Danny, bro. Man came in with the dagger, yo, to all the Tottenham fans' hearts, yeah. And then now I'm sitting there thinking, how the hell did you let this happen? And I blame the manager. In my opinion,
he didn't run the subs fast enough.
Yeah, there's that. But in my opinion, I think Spurs got to sack him. I'll be so real because, bro, listen to this mad stat. Yeah, Tottenham are the first team in history of football, bro, to be leading the game 2-0 and to lose the game. They've done it 10 times.
Yeah, that just shows you can't defend.
Or is it? Or is that under Ange?
That's under Ange, bro.
Yeah, that is under Ange.
10 times under Ange.
10 times, bro. But by the way, all he had to do, this is all he had to do, yeah?
They had possession, though.
Yeah, exactly. Nice attacking football, innit? But all they had to do, literally all he had to do was go at halftime. All right, lads, sick first half. Well, stuck to the game plan. Nang. All right, cool. Let's just drop the high line back by 5 yards. All he had to do.
He's street smart now.
All he had to do. He just had to adapt. But this guy, he cannot adapt. He's so stubborn. He doesn't
want to.
I think he's tactically inept. Do you know what I think happened here? Because obviously he started out in the Australian league, innit? I think it was the Australian league. He started out in the Australian league, yeah. And then he went over to Japan, innit? And then he went to Scotland, yeah. And I think he figured out this is how I want to play, and it slapped in all them dead leagues where the teams are dead and you can run it. And then he came to the Prem and like, yeah, this is the only way that I know how to play football. So I don't really know how to deviate. And now Spurs are suffering for it. And don't get me wrong, we love the suffering. The suffering is sweet. The suffering is beautiful. But it is literally kamikaze football. Like he's basically playing unsustainable football like Klopp. You see, Klopp had everybody running, everybody high, everybody Mo Farah, all them things there. But then injuries start coming, and it's mad. But another reason why Spurs fans should want him out here is because he's a punk. He's actually a punk.
He looked just yesterday, though.
Why is it? Yeah? Did you see him standing at the halfway line? I thought that was funny. But by the way, why is it every single time this brother loses or doesn't get a result? Yeah, man's all in the interview like this. Oh yeah, so so it's who we are, mate. And like,
he's a loser, man. He's a sore loser.
Why are you not looking at look into the eyes of your fans, bro? Like, where's your do you know what? Yeah, do you know what it's like? Yeah, it's like when you in London, you walk down the wrong street, and you get me. You see a couple man, you get me hood up and that, and
flight settings.
Yeah, they stop you like, yo, what's the time? And you're like, I'm not even from around here, you know. And like, he's got no confidence, man. So yeah, like. Yes, like obviously, I want him to stay because I'm loving this. Do you know what? Yeah, his new manager bounce was so amazing that people haven't actually realized that since that start, it's just been a decline.
Yeah, it's been rubbed. It's been rubbed. They're just winging it every game, man. Like they're absolutely even the way they're like. Obviously, you don't have to be a defensive coach, but you do have to have a half decent defensive side. And Van de Ven looked like a joke. Romero looked like a joke. Puro's in his own world defensively. Destiny and Doggy's probably the worst out of all of them yesterday. Certain Spurs fans tried to say he's the best left back in the league, which is crazy. They're silly, man. Like they remind me of what Arsenal was like in the early days of the Emirates, where you just think possession gives you a God-given right to win games. But long may that continue, man.
Yeah. You know what is though with Spurs as well? I think we talk about their defense, but you've got Destiny Udogie. I think in time to come he'll get a lot better. Quality left back, I feel. Poro's good. I feel like with Romero, the issue is Romero, you're not getting a Romero that's at Argentina. For me, Romero doesn't care about playing for Spurs. Like, I'm sure you lot have, but it's true. Like, you lot have seen, like,
he looks like his head's checked out, man.
Yeah, he's checked out. And the thing is, I think next summer you're going to see a bid by, I don't know, maybe a Madrid, one of them teams, Barca, one of them will go for him, and he'll go. Spurs just haven't got the balance right in midfield as well. You look at us, Declan Rice, Chelsea, Caicedo, they went and bought Archie Gray. That's not what Tottenham need. They've got Archie.
He's playing everywhere as well. I even see him play left back one time.
You know what I'm saying? They've got Lucas Bergvall, they've signed as well. So midfield's unbalanced. And then the biggest mistake for them, once they signed, have they signed him? Is it a permanent or extra year, Timo Werner?
I think it's
loan. So another year. That tells you everything. And as an Arsenal fan, I know what them signings feel like, bro. Like, you know, the ones where it's like, what? You're not seeing that? We've got to go get someone else. Yeah. I don't know about you, like Danny Ceballos days, yeah? Them ones. That type
Dennis
of
Suarez as well.
I was about to say it. Dennis Suarez.
Like that feel. So I feel like that's the issue with Spurs. And listen, like Chiellini said, like we all knew, at 2-1, I don't know about you guys, I knew what was happening. Like, and I said this in my pre-season predictions. I said Spurs are going to lose many games where you believe they're winning, they should be comfortable, but because of the style of play, they're going to suffer.
They're bipolar, man.
That's it. And once they concede one, that's it. We, as Arsenal fans, we've been through it as well. I remember them days.
Seen that.
Arsenal, you know. So, boy.
You know what? Fuck them teams now, man. Let's speak about Arsenal, Southampton, lads, man. What's your lot's thoughts on the game? It's a second game at the Emirates where, bro, it's been a lot of drama, man. This is why I don't like playing at the Emirates. I prefer us on the road. But what did you lot make of the game, man? Let me know everything.
Stress. Stress. I don't know about you lot. Listen, why is it we do that at home? I think I was listening to Lee Judges today, and it's true. Emirates doesn't feel like a proper fortress yet, like against certain teams. Like, you know, like, I'm expecting Southampton 5-0, Leicester 5-0. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm like, wait, are we behind here? Or James Justin? But sometimes with us, we can see these worldies. It's always us, don't it? James Justin scored 2 goals, fantastic goal, and then now we've got Southampton Dibbling, who I thought was, and I think
quality player. We need to bring him, man. That could be my Smith Rowe replacement. Quality
player. And Southampton looks all right, but I feel like we were overconfident, and I feel like when we have them type of games, that's the only thing that costs us, because when we picked it up, they couldn't handle it. You know what I mean? But I will say one thing, that we have some dud players, man. Name names.
Because we have to talk about one guy, man, but name names.
For me, you see Gabriel Jesus here.
It's peak.
I'm sorry. Like, dude, I was watching a compilation when he first signed. You guys remember that little
That first 6 months, he was different.
Yeah, do you remember that?
I've sold my stocks, I can't cap.
Hustle, bustle, all that. And I watched him in this one. I went, oh my, what has happened? Like, I don't get it. And the thing is, someone said before, like, he raised our floor, but as I said, the ceiling remained the same. So now he's done his job for us. Him and Zinni.
He's rubbed himself out now, man.
Yeah, you've done your bit.
For me, it's the influence, man. Like, fair enough, he can't score goals in that, but he had presence in the game. You knew he was playing, all of that jazz. It's none of that now. Like, I genuinely didn't know you was playing. Like, I am checking out of the Jesus thing, man. I love the guy, but there comes a point where I have to allow it personally.
Do you think it's the injury, though? Because I know, like, you remember he said he likes chaos. He likes a little hustle bustle, or do you just think?
Nah, bro. We've gone
Give
past
the
the
guy
point.
time,
Yeah.
man. You
Huh?
man are a bit. You're going overboard, man. All of
Stills,
Just
don't do
get
this.
it out,
Don't
man.
do it,
Dead.
The
Stills.
man's
Dead.
had three. No, the guy's had 3 knee surgeries, innit?
That's
he'll
dead.
come
That's
back.
got nothing to do with your
Don't-
decision making, bro. That's
Yeah,
dead.
it
It's up
happens,
here,
man.
bro. It's
It
up here.
happens,
Anyone who's
innit?
played ball, it's up
No,
here,
look,
bro.
look. We don't know innit, what the surgeon did. We don't know if he did a
Oh,
liquid
but you're
brain
fit to
surgery.
play. That's all irrelevant.
No, but he might
You've
have
been
been also
fit. You're in the match day squad, cuz.
He might have been a Spurs fan and gone, you know what, let me just tweak his brain a little. Not knowing it, we just got to give it time, let it heal. The guy will be back. I actually genuinely think
What
he
is
will
back?
be back.
Because I'm asking you to just be competent, you know? Like, I'm not even asking for the 6
That's
months
what I
that
mean.
Matt
Like,
said.
he'll
You're not
come back to like
competent, bro.
that chaos maker. I think he just needs to go on the wing. Havertz is the striker. We need him at strike. That's the only way we win games. If Havertz isn't on the pitch or he isn't in the 9, we don't win games. It's just simple as that.
And look how Jesus has gone out. Like Matt
said,
said, the first 6 months did this. Crazy.
This is how you know that he's done, bro.
He's not
We
done.
brought him in
That
as the
doesn't mean a player's
striker,
done.
and you're saying he has to play on the wing, bro, because I deep it, yeah. You know, Kai Havertz came in a year later than him and has scored more goals.
Mad.
Yeah, but Havertz is a better player. We know that. That's
Bro,
not
Can't like we throw them both for football. I think Jesus is, but Havertz is more competent. And if we find another striker,
but that argument's a bit invalid though, because like Haaland's a good goal scorer, but that doesn't mean like Mbappe's a better footballer. But you'd still say
Haaland's more
Haaland's
competent. Mbappe's more competent. They work with less tools and they make things.
I'm just saying, like if you're talking like in the Haaland and Mbappe, you're not now going to say Haaland.
I'm comparing Havertz and Jesus. Jesus has all the ability in the world. Havertz has limited tools in comparison to Jesus, but he gets the most out of them. He's more
I disagree.
I think Havertz is come on, bro. Throw them both for football, bro. Come on. You understand, bro. Come on. Havertz's movement is better. He actually wants to get into the box. He wants to get on the end of things. His link-up play, obviously, he's got less touches and all of that, but there's more of a purpose to it.
Havertz does all that. It's just he's not. It doesn't. He doesn't.
I don't feel realistic because I was literally saying that.
No, he's not a 10-10. He's not like a. He's not a gyal, them innit? Like he's just a bit like nice to watch. He's easy to watch. He's nice on the eyes. Whereas if Havertz is a bit rough in it.
That's why I'm rating Havertz more than Jesus. Jesus is not competent at all. Fair enough. If you're not in the starting 11 and he's on the bench.
Even if you take the pump of Jesus and you take the pump, I'm taking Havertz all day.
I'm agreeing with you. Like, that's why I'm saying it's unfair.
Jesus is better.
When you didn't score against Bolton, alarm bells were ringing. Even the performance in that, like Jesus, I really want you to get it right. I do believe you're a good squad player, all of that jazz. But at the end of the day, we ain't got time to carry people. And you know, one of you made the comment about injuries. All of this is true. It all plays a part. Yeah, you could argue if he got a run of games, he might do something, but you're not going to get a run of games. Arteta's trying to win things. The only way you're going to get a run of games is if you take the little 20 minutes or whatever and do something. You had a start. You didn't do nothing for me, and we can't carry anyone. You look less confident than Ethan, and my heart bleeds for you if you're lacking your confidence. But are you going to get it back? I'm sure the manager, the players, they're doing all they can, but you need to pattern up and man up, man. And then where we going for Sterling, lads? Because we can't do that to Jesus. We have to mention Sterling.
You know. Cause remember last week I came like this for Jesus, innit? Yeah. And you know what? I'm coming now with the you get me with the rocket launcher thing, bro. Because do you know one thing that Jesus is doing? Yeah, that I don't agree with Sterling playing bad in that game. But if people do, cool, whatever. But the one thing that Sterling's not doing, that Jesus is doing, is Jesus is taking minutes away from Wanyeri. Like Jesus is actually blocking the path for Wanyeri to actually play for Arsenal. And this is the biggest problem for me now. But cool. Let's talk about Sterling, yeah? So, cool. I think he was very lively in the game. I think he was a threat. I think whenever he got on the ball, he tried to do something, be it as it may. These men were body block, man in the box, anytime man at the ball. There was that chance where, I can't remember who it was, someone took the shot and then Sterling breezed in to try and get the tap in to hit it into the goal. So I know that he's at least his brain switched on when he's in the box. Literally, the only thing that Sterling didn't do in that game is score or assist. And if that's what we're gonna boil football down to, cool. Then cool. I don't mind having those conversations in it. But bear in mind, in that first half, a lot of the play was going on the right-hand side. Right-hand side. We was right-hand side heavy that game. So obviously Sterling's not gonna have as much opportunity. But I think what I saw from Sterling, yeah, I was happy with. But I'm not the guy that expects Sterling, yeah, to be Mbappe, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, to me, Sterling's just the guy who's keeping Martinelli on his toes, and whenever he's on the pitch, he's giving Saka more freedom. And look what Saka did with more freedom. So you know what I mean? It's like you get me. Like if man want to have I'm pretty sure somebody here wants to sue Sterling. You get me?
Nah.
It's not gonna be.
I'm giving Sterling a 5 out of 10. I think he was better than Jesus, but I think he was meaty, man. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm a bit nicer to Sterling, if that makes sense, because you've been here less. You haven't really had a preseason like that, but I'm a bit harsher because you're only contracted here for a year. Like, we kind of need this to work. A bit like what you said. I don't expect him to do Mbappe numbers and craziness. I do agree with you in that all the opinions about him are all up and down here. There's no balance, but I ain't really been impressed with Sterling. It's not moving me, man. And I want it to work. That's just me, man. I got less verbal for Sterling.
He had a decent to good game, man. Like, he was a threat. What
do you say? Defensive?
No. What, me?
Yeah. What did you say at the beginning?
No, I'm just saying, like, it was a threat. Like, I'm going to defend him.
Oh, I thought you were praising defensive work. I told you.
No. Defensive work. I would praise it if there was defensive work to praise, but I think on the attack, though, like, other than like the lack of finishing is probably the only frustrating thing in the first half. And that's just across the board. That's like every single player not putting their chances away. But the chances were there. And I think overall as a team, we had a good performance, just didn't have that clinical edge. And that's what happens when you don't have your number 9 in your number 9 position and you want to play him in midfield. This is what Arteta needs to slap, or someone needs to throw, the slipper on him or something, because no more. If you cannot put Jesus in the number 9, Havertz, if he's fit, number 9, that's how you see how he moved to number 9, and within 5 minutes he scores. Probably one of his best finishes in the Arsenal shirt as well. And that's what he does, man. He's just one of those.
Oh, the Brighton one a few weeks ago was wavy as well.
Yeah. You can argue which one's like more technical and all that, but one of his best finishes in the Arsenal shirt.
100%. And in the context, he grabbed the game by the balls. I've not seen Jesus do that for a minute. So that's why I allow Havertz.
It's the same thing with Sterling. I don't know with Sterling. Maybe it's just to give him a few moments to kind of adapt to the team and get used to it, because he doesn't really know the players. I know with Jesus, he's played with Jesus and whatever, but in the grand scheme of things, this is the first time he's playing with a lot of these players, and it's going to take a bit of time to adapt to and kind of get used to kind of where people are going to be, what Saka does. The chemistry between Saka and Martinelli is quite evident when he came on, that it was a different dynamic there. So they just need to get used to each other and just kind of get into the flow of things. But I think with Sterling, it's just time. I think it's going to be, give him like 5, maybe 10 games of even coming on, or, just sub appearances, and he'll come good, because you can see the player is trying. He's working hard. He's causing a chaos. And that's what you need to see, especially in the opening games. And the goals, the assists, and whatever else you're looking for will kind of just come with it naturally. So it's just one of those ones where the rotations didn't really help in terms of getting those goals in. When Trossard, the likes of Martinelli, etc. came on, that's when the game really changed on its head. But again, look, I'm quite happy with it, because we needed to make the rotations. We needed to give minutes to players.
Yeah, we had to get away with it in a game, man.
Yeah, Southampton's an easy game. I was never worried. I wasn't even I don't even think it was a stressful game. I was sat back, the most chilled I've ever been.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Southampton did a number on us, man. Their manager went out in a great way.
Bro,
look how they make Saka look so average in that first half. I'll be so real. They nullified that midfield. That front three.
PTSD. You need to see therapists, all of these.
Nah, bro. I watched the game twice. My eyes don't
have a therapy show. Yeah, we can invite a therapist, and we can.
And then it just became some Ramsdale testimonial as well.
We become so inevitable. We are inevitable. We can't be beaten. It's just so hard to beat us. It's so hard to beat us.
I love this guy, man. He's a madman.
But let's be real. Any team in the world isn't pamming us. If we're losing by narrowest of margins. I'm talking by a goal, and that's because you have to fucking earn your goal. There is no way we're getting.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Southampton did still.
Oh yeah, but then what happened? We just said to them, "All right, here you go, back to you."
That's one thing I'll give my club credit.
What I'm saying. Like that's the inevitability of us. We're just like, when we want to turn it on, and I've always said it, even last season. The problem with us is we can turn it on when we want to turn it on, but that's the problem. We need to be on it 100%.
Needs to be on it all the time.
Yeah. So I'm not worried, man. Even against Real Madrid, I'm sitting back and relaxing, putting my feet up, having a pina colada. I'm chill. It's chill settings for me. I'm so happy with the team. I'm so happy with our resolution and like the way that we can just take a game, not have a moment, kill our game. Because that Southampton goal, in the past, our mentality would be gone.
That's where it's done,
though. I don't even like listening to the TV anymore, because the atmosphere for one is absolutely shit. Like I don't even remember hearing a chant in that game. I don't really hear the fans. And this is where I'm gonna call them out. If you're at that stadium, stand and sing and be accounted for.
Yeah, but we've
Otherwise,
never
give
been
it-
them fans like that. Even back
bro,
to the
that's what
hybrid
we need.
days.
You know what?
We
what
never had
needs
more
to start
atmosphere, but
happening?
we've
I'm
never
gonna
been
be
that.
honest here. What we need to start doing is banning those people. Oh, you didn't sing? Get the fuck out. You're
No,
never
they
coming
banned the
back.
guys that were trying to make noise or lower the
Yeah, we
allocation.
need to
What's
do
them
the
brothers that
opposite.
make
We need to
that
ban
do
the
the drums
man
and
yet
that?
who won't make noise. We need the noise. We need to. Do you know, like, I want that European feel. I love the European fans. They're way better. This
Yeah,
is why
they're
I
just
don't
crazy.
rate the Premier League, because the tifos, the flares, I want them to be in control. I want Arteta to be a mafia boss. I want him to be, with his baseball bats, with his cronies, like going out there and saying going to the bench and just scaring the shit out of them. I want the New Zealand hacker before the game, fam. Like, give me something to put the fear of God in every opposition, because that's what we need. Because the thing is, how do you think these small teams, right, that in Europe, like, for example, who did we play last season and we got beat 2-1? They had the tifos out. They made it scary for us. And these players
Was it Lons?
Yeah, Lons, yeah.
That was a serious atmosphere still.
We were shocked. That's what we need to do. We need to make these oppositions shook. We need those fans to come in and go, yeah, I regret coming.
Yeah, but being devil's advocate, Arteta's old team City, bro, they never had that. They definitely ain't got that. Our atmosphere is definitely clear of the empty ad. Sorry,
but the thing is, we do
that's
get
not
it.
the point. I don't want to compare to that. I want to compare to the best of Europe. I want that British Dome and white water, the yellow wall. I want those sort of things to happen. That's what I'm waiting for.
It's coming though. It's coming. I feel like we're
it feels the reverse is happening. We've lost that.
But English football's not really like that.
It's not adapting, yeah.
It's not really.
Fun English football, man. Honestly,
English football's not really like English football's never really been about that, really and truly. Like the only kind of thing that you could
they
say.
Even gas up Liverpool as well. I'll be real.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, I'm so happy that you said that, Carl. You watch a Liverpool game when they're not playing one of their rivals, bro. I don't see
it's calm.
It's
right, yeah,
calm,
facts.
Like
facts.
English football just not like that, innit? The only thing you can say is maybe back in the day, like, you get me, if you was walking down the wrong road and certain man came out.
Yeah, bring that back. Bring it back.
Bro.
I love all that.
But other than that, inside the ground, like, do you know what? Even when I go to the Emirates, yeah, bro, if I'm around me and it's like, bro, I will stand up and tell man, yo, make noise, bro, and then noise will come because it's a bit different. Obviously, I'm big in it, bro. You get me? So you see the beard and you get me. And my voice is every Emirates game, my voice is gone, bro. Like, because the thing is, yeah, our club has come out and our manager has come out on many occasions and said, yo, it's you, man, that give the energy to them, man, on the pitch.
That's a good point.
So why are you quiet, bro? Like, do you know what?
Odegaard's hair flicks and the raise the voice, Zinchenko crying and saying this as well. So come on, man, let's make noise.
Bun all this revenue thing, bun all this bringing in tourists and them thing there, bro. Like, we need man at the ground that, you get me, are gonna be behind the team. I'm not saying scream for the whole game, but at least be like aware of when you need to make noise and make the noise in it, especially like when the away fans are making noise. You got to make.
You can always hear them at the Emirates. Let's be real.
Exactly.
Always hear them.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially in Europe.
Exactly. That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
100%.
Like, you got to acknowledge that, and as soon as you hear, you got to be making. Bro, there's
drown them out.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Because the section's small, bro. If the whole stadium, okay.
That's what always kills me. Like, it's one little away stand, and then the rest of it is obviously ours, and you can hear them.
Like, but I feel like with us as well, we're too nice with our club. Like, sometimes I'll be there, yeah, sing it, and he next to me, Mexican wave starting up. I'm like, can you allow this Mexican? We're like, it's like, come on, like.
Some people look at you weird if you start chanting. We have to be honest, bro. We have to be honest. It's giving Tory sometimes. I can't lie.
We're not at the cinema. We're at a football game. Make a noise.
I can't disagree with that.
Fact, but you know what? But
what's the difference though? Like, this is what I'm trying to understand, right? Like, I don't go to many games. Fair enough. Yeah, you call me an armchair fan, whatever. I'm not really asked. But what's the difference, right, between sitting at home or watching a game where you're not really chanting, you're not really... Actually, I probably make more noise than the Emirates does. Yeah, because I'm cutting these players out half the time. But what's the difference between me and a guy that goes to the stadium? What is the arrogance with guys who go to the stadium or girls who go to the stadium? But they don't make any noise. You've gone there to
sit like the away fans of Arsenal's away fans.
Facts. Away fans, big, massive.
Away fans do everything you're asking, Soz.
Yeah, but I need that at home as well. Because Because the thing is, going away, yes, that because they have to spend money, they have to accumulate points, they have to be loyal to the club basically to be able to go. So I get that. That's always going to naturally filter through and happen. But why not at home make it a fortress? Like we need to replicate the European models. We need to be different. Because the thing is, maybe player to player, we're not going to compete with the City. But what's the difference that we can make? We can make it a fortress. Make that stadium an absolute fair to come to. Another moment is quite nice.
Do you know what? Yeah,
I feel
the
like
fortress thing. Bun the fortress thing, innit? Bun the fortress thing. I heard you start off with it, and we don't need to make. It's not about not being a fortress, bro. Like I keep on telling man, when man play against Arsenal, they play for Real Madrid contracts, bro. This is just what it is, bro. Everybody goes Super Saiyan 3, bro, and they're trying to impress their gal in the crowd, and you get me. Everybody's playing for bonuses in their contracts, bro. Because I watch the same teams that come. For example, yeah, look at Brighton. Come to the Emirates, bro. Look like Brighton Munich, bro, playing at their own ground against Tottenham. That first half, bro, disgusting.
Horrible. They're quite fortunate that they played Spurs, man. Turned it around.
But Emirates is too nice a stadium for these, man.
Nah, bro, it's not that, bro.
I think Matt's bang on still.
Listen.
Not make it a fortress. What do we do?
It's not that, bro. It's not about it being a fortress or not, bro. Man already know. They already know that all the eyes, you get me, social media, or they can get a couple followers if they score a goal, that they can make peas if they play cold at the Emirates.
That's a valid point.
Like, it's literally what it, like, honestly, I've been saying,
but if I think about it, you're gonna be shocked if you're getting cussed out, you're getting absolutely like from the fans, like your family's getting called out, like everything. If there's just that,
it's never gonna happen, bro. It's never.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen. Let's be honest, guys. Yeah, Emirates has never been like that type of fortress. Like, if you want Arsenal fortress, you go back to Highbury days. Highbury,
and even that was overrated. I can't lie.
Yeah, but you know, is with Highbury, you had the tight tunnel. We played certain teams.
Yeah. And we were bigger dogs in this team.
You know what I mean? With Emirates, look at every player when they talk. What's their favorite stadium? Emirates. It's beautiful. Like, it's not.
We're on a gentleman thing.
This is it. It's not intimidating enough yet, and it will get there. Like, you see some teams they play. Like when we go away, you said it, DG. I've seen it. We go away and you look in the tunnel. Them man don't want it with us. They genuinely don't. But at Emirates, it's kind of like I looked at Villa last season. That was the game where I looked at Villa. I went, these lot are popping about. They're mad comfortable, you know. Like, so we still need to tweak that. And there are some. Listen, it's a mixture of things. Fans need to start singing. I think some fans they're a bit timid when they go to the stadium. They're like, I don't really want to sing, but they'll join the Mexican wave. You know what I mean?
We ain't got enough hooligans, man. We got to be real. We ain't got the hooligan duds like that, man.
Yeah. We need the hashtag back there. That was the closest we're going to get to this hooligan.
We need to scout a couple West Ham and Spurs fans, tell them come to the better side, man.
Trust me.
We need hooligans, man. We need that Millwall energy. That's what we
Bring me PSG fans. Them PSG fans.
You see how they turned up at a park and just chanted, them, man.
Loved it. I was like, what? Yeah, they listen. Arsenal fans that turn up in the park. They turn up in the park. No,
they're running from the park, lad. That's what. Nah, but we need the Ashburton Army or whatever they were called. Yeah, we need them back.
All that stuff, man. But they cut their allocation, so the club want it to be how we want it to be.
Honestly, won the club. Yeah, Cronky's out for that one because that's a bad move.
But I heard it's not even Cronky's. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, she's daft. I'm sorry, but she's the worst thing.
Woman, I can't remember her name now. Julie something.
Yeah, like the ballot system, all just shit.
The ballot thing is a joke still.
Yeah. I ain't ever get a ticket, bruv. I've been trying for ages, bruv.
Well, you need to chat to the season ticket holders, man, and just the gays they don't want to go. That's the only way.
I need to become famous, man. I need to be a big dog, you know. Hey, I need to be a big dog.
This guy, man. When have you seen me at the Emirates lately? Tuesday, I was there against Brighton, but allow me. I just rely on the charity of good people's hearts, man. Allow me. I think this is an interesting one, man, and I think it's who's this for? Hooks specifically. This question is for Hooks. Class Weesion, Odegaard is so good. Yeah. And I believe he's our most gracious player. Arteta said we play to his strengths. Do you think he's holding the team back? Take the floor.
Hear me out, yeah? No. I think that we're holding him back. Yeah. We're doing a similar thing with Odegaard, which we did with Ozil, yeah, is having a guy who's mad creative, but all the men around him are not killers, bro. Like,
slightly, yeah.
Do you know how many assists Odegaard would have? Yeah,
wavy assists as well.
Had clinical, like, just don't get me wrong, because obviously Havertz cold, love Havertz. Saka cold, love Saka. We know how I feel about Martinelli. You get me? But
don't worry, we're getting on to the next.
That's shady, bro.
these man, if they were just a little bit more clinical, Odegaard would be top assist every season. So I don't think it's that. And then obviously, I don't know how he could hold the team back when he's the guy who not only triggers the press, he actually leads the press, and he actually directs players on the pitch. He's the leader. He's the captain. He leads by example. Not only is he in and around the final third doing magic, brother's still tracking back, and you get me, trying to win balls back in our half. Like, he's actually such an amazing player for Arsenal, in it. And the only thing that is kind of mashing him up a bit now is that we don't have someone like a Gyökeres or a Haaland that, you get me, he can just pass the ball to and wherever they are, go. Literally. It's like Ozil had Giroud. You know what I mean? But then look when he had Sanchez.
Yeah.
I mean,
their IQ is on another level.
Yeah, so yeah, that's at least that's my opinions on the matter, bro.
No, you're right. Listen, just on what you just said, Hooks, it's true. I feel like Meza, listen, I swear in Jan he had the record, 2 assists from the record.
Yeah, and then Giroud did him dirty.
Giroud just did a madness. The problem is we've never had, if we have a 10, we never have that striker. Like, there's always someone slow. There's
always something else on the grocery list that we need, man.
You know what I mean? So, like you said, Gyökeres was a perfect example. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Like, where all he thinks about is the goal. We see his goals for Sporting. Man will run, bang. You know, we don't have that. Now, Havertz scored a great goal against Southampton. Great finish. But how much of that are we going to see from him? And he can't even got the pace to get in behind. You know what I mean? So I feel like we're going to keep seeing that with Odegaard and not having that striker until we go and sign someone. But who we sign, I don't know. But we do need that 9. I think that is the last piece for what we need, I think. I really think we're so close, and we're getting away with it because Havertz is working, Sewell's his guy. But he's working at the moment. But I feel like once we get that killer 9, I really don't see anyone that can beat us, genuinely, because at that point we've got every cog that we need to do our thing.
We've got a killer 9, but hey, you man are disrespectful. But can I have it?
I mean, Berbatov said he reminds him of him, so I'll have that. Like,
do you know what?
I don't know if he's a killer. He's pulling his weight. I don't know if he's a killer.
Yeah, not killer. I wouldn't say killer, Kai.
Forward play. If we talk about Kai Havertz as a centre forward, though, he's pretty much perfect.
Yeah,
as a centre forward, like when we stop doing this, like this new age, I don't know, 2022 to 24 thing where we are 9. No, centre forward. As a centre forward, he's wavy, bro. He holds up the ball. He makes runs. He
very competent people.
He's physical. You see in the Southampton game, 94th minute, man's all battling their defenders still we're winning 3-1, bro. Like this guy, is
he's a leader, clearly.
He's cold.
Football, but again, Hooks, football's
intelligence.
Football's a confidence game, though, because if you look at Havertz, he lost his confidence a bit at Chelsea. Now you hear Arteta saying, you heard Kai say himself, he feels confident, he feels a part of the team.
So we're saying about Gabriel Jesus. Look how quickly Havertz patterned off his situation. Jesus still crying.
No, exactly. And you can see Jesus, when Jesus come on nowadays, he not happy. He just be looking around like, well, I'm on the bench. But the fact is, you're not doing anything. Man went and did a bit of cornrows and all of that, did up there.
Yeah, and he knew he had to cut it. Like, my rule in football should be you have to wear black boots and you have to have normal hair until you start scoring and doing your job. When you're doing bits, you can fuck about with your hair. So, Saka, if you want to have blonde hair again, you can do that. Havertz, you can do your thing. If your name is Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, probably slightly even Declan Rice at this moment in time, basic stuff. Let's get on to Martinelli, though. Like, we got to speak on my guy, man. Last couple of games, he's been finding his feet. He looks re-energized. He's back now.
Hey, that Moreno, innit? It's the Moreno effect. Moreno's coming to... I know, I'm not saying that Moreno's helping him out here, but we saw when you give Gabriel Jesus what he needs... So, Jesus in my head now. Martinelli on the left. If he's got someone solid on that left-hand side, because he was suffering. Remember, I think, was it Zinni and who played in that position when Xhaka went?
It was Havertz or
Havertz,
Rice.
Declan Rice,
exactly,
Havertz. Well, Havertz initially and then Declan Rice. And
you see what I'm saying? So Martinelli, just give him that license. We see, like, even his knack of running to the box now, when Saka crossed in, that's what I want to see more of. Because if you think about Martinelli, I just think head down, don't know what he's doing, just runs into a dead end.
Roadrunner.
Yeah, Roadrunner, exactly. But I think with Moreno in now, with Calafiori at left back, I feel now we're going to see the best Martinelli. I love the guy. I think he shows what it's about, the passion, running, battling for the ball, as Havertz has been doing as well. And listen, I think he's going to have a great rest of the season now. I think the confidence
I
is
need
going
him
to get.
man.
You know what I mean? I think but there's some people on Twitter, they're not fully on him, but I'm a big Martinelli believer.
So Matt's with it. I'm with it. Hook's definitely with it.
We will be there, man. We will be there, innit? We will be. That's what I'm like. Look.
Oh gosh.
Look, yeah. Don't get me wrong, yeah. Like,
see, Lee knows.
Yeah. A lot of man theory crafted this thing about Martinelli needs specific man around him for him to be able to do things. Yeah. All right, cool. My problem with Martinelli has always been his decision making and his ability to put the ball in the back of the net. In it, that's been my only problem with. Well, actually, tell a lie. The other problem I have with him is, and then as soon as there's like multiple players, then the brain just leaves. Like, it's like he doesn't know what to do, and then he turns around and passes it back in it. But look, I'm an Arsenal fan, so if Martinelli starts doing up killer Martinelli, then obviously it's a benefit for me, and I give him praise for having some level of intelligence to know that that's where he should be for Saka to get the ball to him, innit? But I don't think that's Martinelli being great. That's Saka going, here, wait a thing, yo, on a plate, bro. Here you go.
That's harsh, though. You have to make the run, though, man. Stay on side, all that.
But you know what? It's even Calafiori. I don't know if you saw the clip. Calafiori is the one that says to me, he's like, go, like, move in. And then he goes. So I don't know, does Gabriel Martinelli have it here? Like, that's...
I can't lie. If you ain't going here now, you ain't going to have it. What is he, like 23? Your decision making is not going to improve that much. I'll pick up the guy.
So look, yeah, I just hope for you, man, yeah, in the next game, he does something.
He might even get a brace, you know. I'm screaming, he's definitely scoring.
Oh, a brace.
He might. I'm gonna put my neck on the line. He's gonna get one for sure. He might get a brace. It depends. One of you mentioned Calafiori. I don't want to speak about it. Yeah, like I think everyone would agree. Been a great signing so far. 22, bit of a rough diamond. Clearly good going forward. What do you not make of him defensively, though? Is he a bit?
I think I just think he's too eager at the moment. I feel like it's one of them. You know, like you stand for Arsenal, and like he knows, like Zinni, obviously. You know, knows that someone's coming out. I was playing left back before. He's probably looking, going, let me show what my back. So he's trying too hard. But I feel like as the season goes on, you're going to see him defensively and be like, right, okay. But he loves doing what he did against Southampton and Leicester. Because if you watch Bologna last season, you'll see him popping up outside the box, scoring goal. He did against City as well. So I don't know. It's hard, isn't it? Like I don't know. Are we expecting him to just be that solid left back defensively or whatever? Or is it going to be a case he's going to be floating into midfield? And that's the joy of our squad. We're talking about having someone left back, but you'll find him outside the box bagging goals. So
he's in Odegaard positions the last couple of games.
You see what I'm saying? And I was watching pick up against Southampton. And he's the one that passed it to Saka, I think, for Saka.
Just on his bike all the time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So he's one of them where I'm excited about it. It's still a bit, like you said, diamond and rough, but I'm very excited to see what he's capable of.
Defensively, yeah, I think a lot of people are over exaggerating the thing, bro. Because I saw a man made hella wavy interceptions, hella wavy challenges, bro. The only thing I will say that I wasn't too aware of is sometimes he looks a bit slow tracking back. Like he looks like he can get burnt, yeah, by a few men. But that's not really a problem for us, because of how we set up and the level of our defense as a whole. But it's clear, very clear to me now, that we didn't actually sign Calafiori for his main focus to be defending. Because clearly. Because by the way, bro,
you're better than Zinchenko at doing that inverted stuff.
Bro, do you know what? Yeah, why am I seeing him right wing, bro? Like he's a left back. I'm seeing him all the way over.
He's a madman.
Arteta went to him, freedom. Literally, he must have acknowledged, that he's got a lot of raw talent, and he can do a lot of things at a really good level. So Arteta's probably just gone to him, play with freedom and find your feet. Because once he's, we're like 10 to 20 games in, and he's gelled with the team fully, I think you're gonna see the diamonds come out a lot quicker than you have with a lot of man. And he's young.
He's 22, baby in defensive terms.
And what I like about him as well, which is very different to Zinchenko and even Timber, is he drifts into central positions where he can shoot.
Yeah,
And
we saw against City. He's got a rocket on him.
Yeah, and then he shoots. Like, so I think he's like a really good footballer that probably throughout like his growth from young was put as a defender because of his physicality and his
Just on the
size
all action thing.
and his build and all that. So that's why that's why a lot of people probably think that he's a lot better going forward than he is defending, because maybe I wouldn't be surprised if one day you come out and it's like, yeah, man, like I used to be a centre mid, and then I was moved into defense. I wouldn't be surprised because he's a baller, bro. I see him drop the shoulder on man in their box, like he's a winger, bro. Like
He's cold, man.
He's cold, bro. He's cold, bro.
I'm just gassed that we have an Italian. I'm glad, like
A proper Italian defender as well. Cause I've seen some people get shagged out here. Like we actually got a good one. Thank the Lord.
Trust me, because when we signed, I was like, Italian defender in our team that we have. We've got the Dutch right back. We've got Ben White, no nonsense. Saliba, my guy, Saliba. Sorry, guys, had to just say that one more time.
No, do your thing, man.
Yeah, Gabriel as well. And it's just nice to see. And like you said, one big thing with us as well is the age. Right, you can see what Arsenal are building. Look, our back four, I don't think we'll stay together, which is why it's important to win trophies in the next 2 years, but we'll get into that another time. But we have the makings of such a great defense. Like, honestly, it's fantastic, and with great goalkeeping behind him. So I'm interested to see how, as the season goes on, maybe next season, how we go around it. Ben White, what happens with him? How we're going to play the Ben White situation? Are we going to tweak, I don't know, a Gabriel and Silly? I want to see what's going to go on, because we've got so many things we can change around, and that's the joy of our squad. Look, we had Partey at right back the other day, 2 right backs out, because you know the Japanese Swiss knife wants to play up every time, but when Japan want to call him up, he's free. Now
he ain't gone this time though.
He ain't gone this time, but he pissed me off, you know. Like I
love him as well, but he's acting.
Like, come on, you know.
But you know what? He's back though. That makes our.
I hope he just stay back though.
He makes our defense insanely. But I don't care what anybody says. Maybe you can salute Tomiyasu for his fitness.
Nah. I don't think there's anyone that will boy Tommy here, man. He's needed for the squad.
He can never be saluted for his defending ability. He's arguably one of our best defenders.
But that's what I'm saying. But should they all be fit, our squad becomes
crazy, bro.
Crazy squad. Like you can go and play. Like, you know, when you play them teams, we got that left winger and you're against them. Tommy, do your job. Because I remember one time, I can't remember, I think it was at home, where Tommy went up against Salah, and I went, that's all what I've wanted. Like someone.
Yeah, just stayed on to him the whole game.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because obviously, if you've got a right-footed left back, they know the person's going to cut in. They can easily go and block it. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about Tom. I just want him to stay fit, and I feel that's, as the season goes on, we might see him play 2 games a month, if that, just to make sure that he's gonna, you know, to the business end.
Tommy, get fit for Liverpool. Stop messing about. I don't know what or care. Make sure you're available for Liverpool at the Emirates. Like, there's no messing about. What are you not made of Partey and Mikel Moreno? Because obviously you can't do too much with Moreno. He's only had a couple minutes. He looked okay against PSG. For me, Partey's form has been good. There's even talks of a new deal. Where are we looking at it, lads? Does Moreno even walk straight in the starting 11? Because I can't lie, I don't know.
You know my thing, bro. I already shouted you by, bro. You know my thing, bro. These men that thought Marino was just going straight.
Yeah, no. You did. To be fair, you did. You did,
bro. Like, but you know what? Like, I've liked what I've seen from Marino as he's coming. We need to remember that he will need to kind of like adapt and gel in with the team. And I think as the season goes on and he gets exposed to more games, and maybe he'll be the one that starts in the Carabao and the FA Cup and maybe a few odd starts here in the Champions League. But eventually, he will get there. I don't know if it will be this season, but eventually he will get there. But he's great option to have. Like to me, like I was feeling a bit iffy about if Partey is not playing, then by default we have to fall back to Jorginho. Not saying that he's not good, but like Jorginho is so past it physically that it is kind of like a detriment to us. We would then have to like facilitate that. Whereas with Marino, boy, this brother's a jeweler. He's there. For them.
Just need to get the minutes in the legs, and we're going clear with him.
Exactly. And do you know what? And I guess now, because we're talking about Partey, just to go on, because earlier on you said something about Southampton making Saka look meaty in the first half. Yeah,
Front three, in my opinion.
Literally, the reason why they was able to like to a degree contain Saka in the first half was because Partey was playing right back, and he's got
to protect the guy.
He's uncle, bro. He's not going to be doing no overlapping. There's no overlapping happened in that game.
Pull his hamstring, to be fair.
Yeah, no over. So it was easy for the Southampton defense knew that anytime Saka had the ball, they could just sit on him because nobody's going to be overlapping. So, but that problem doesn't arise if you have any other right back we have in our squad. Innit? So, I think Partey's role now has to be the deepest midfielder in our setup, and he's literally just there to dictate play. That's my role for Partey now, innit? And obviously sweep up and do the octopus thing from like far back as close to the centre backs as possible, innit?
Yeah. What? So you prefer him doing that over Rice?
100%.
I want Rice back in the 6, man.
Yeah. For me, this Rice 18, like I feel like I'm looking at Rice. He's been one of our poorer guys this season. Like I don't know if it's a fitness thing, whatever, but I think it's just asking too much. Once you put him back in at 6, honestly, we're gonna sit there and go, "That's why we."
That's his bread and butter, man.
That's your thing. Like,
No, go on.
That's what I'm just saying. I'm thinking. If I look at our midfield and I think, all right, cool. What would you say our best three is? What Rice? When Moreno is fit and firing, let's say, yeah, you put Moreno and you'd have Odegaard in the 3. I'm guessing, right? That would be
can't lie for now. I'm gonna say Rice, Partey, and Odegaard. Yeah. I think Moreno.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying. Once we see Moreno really start,
well, probably by the second half of next season, Moreno, Rice, Mr. Odegaard.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And I just feel like Rice, we need to stop thinking this. Oh, Rice can do this and go forward. Play him like he did his thing at West Ham. There, that's his position. Sweep up. He cooked last season in that little place, and that's what I want to see. I think Partey's done a great job, but this takes me all back to one thing. Mikel needs to be smart this season and learn to rotate the squad properly. Because I remember the stages, same 11. Saka wouldn't come off. Suddenly, we're starting to see Saka come off a bit earlier. You're seeing a bit of rotation here. And that's why I want to be smashing teams like Southampton and Leicester and that, because I want to be 3-0 up and be able to arrest these people. Partey with his hand. We know, listen, one thing you know is that at some point between Jan and March, we get that injury. Someone's getting it. Like, we don't know who.
Sad, but it is happening. It is happening.
You know what I mean? So just rotate the squad properly. And I want to see Ethan, man. Put my guy in.
I would have loved to have seen him get more minutes in these last 2 weeks, especially against Southampton.
Exactly. But I think it's the type of game it became. It became like...
Yeah. You can't really draw from him.
You know what I mean? So if we been 3-0 up, we'd have brought him on. But let him get a day out on the seaside when we smack up Bournemouth. Famous last words.
All right, last question for you. All right, go on, Hooks.
I was gonna say, you see the Rice thing, yeah. Like I don't like to do. I don't think that the number thing makes sense in it, like 6 or 8, especially for Arsenal. In it, I like to view it as he's the person that will be playing on the left side of that central mid position in it, because the way that we play is our fullbacks invert. So when he's playing on, he has more legs than Partey in it. So Partey. That's why I say it. But obviously, Declan Rice, not obviously in the 6, you're right. At West Ham, you're right. Because Moyes football. Moyes don't know no other way. But Declan Rice is really good at intercepting. Really good at
winning the ball high up the field as well, to be fair.
Exactly. And this is why he occupies that left-sided space of the midfield. And when he pushes up, he's all doing what you saw him do at the 6 at West Ham, but just in their areas of the pitch. So I don't know about the 6 and 8 conversation in it, because I don't think he's that bad wherever he's played. At least for what people make out. I think
it depends who you play though, innit, as well. Because I think it depends on opposition. Because I feel like if you're playing in, let's say, Europe, and you're playing like a Bayern or a Real Madrid,
Rice is in there still.
Rice has to be the 6. Like for me, no if buts maybe. When you got them type of players, because Rice will handle that. But as you said, I think there are games, you are right. There are some games where Partey can play there. You know, when you got one of them home games against them easier type teams, and again, that's an option. That's a squad that we've got now. So
fair play, man. Last question for you lot: if Havertz gets 20 to 25 goals, can you replace him? I don't think you can.
Let Sauls go. Sauls guy.
Yeah, go on, man. He's being quiet.
My answer is you can't replace Havertz. Even if you go bring a Gyökeres in, he still doesn't replace Havertz, in my opinion. Even if you go get Haaland in, he doesn't replace Havertz for me. Because there's a difference in types of profiles that we're trying to play, and Havertz brings the best out of the attack. And that's been quite evident as well in last season to this season as well. Now he's adding the goals and the assists himself. Even if you look at his goal contributions in 2024 as a number 9, have been up there with Haaland. So
he's been one of our best players in 2024.
Like, what we're talking about, like, yes, we can get a player, but then he's going to absorb the goals. And if that's what you want, then fair enough. That's your replacement, then I guess. But you're not going to. The output of this team isn't necessarily going to increase too much. If anything, like even if we look at the top goal scorers in Europe last season, we were 5 behind City. And, it's marginal gains, but there isn't enough, because all that has happened to Man City isn't that with Haaland, they've now become this goal-scoring machine. No, they've just got a goal-scoring machine. The goals have gone from Kevin De Bruyne, the goals have gone from Phil Foden, the Bernardo Silvas, the Gundogans, and whoever else.
Isn't that the guy that didn't back his mum? We don't say them names over here. That's crazy.
No, but the goals from those players have gone. Right?
No, you're right.
All of them have been given to Haaland. Now, what will happen is naturally the goals that Saka scoring, the goals that Martinelli scoring, the goals that whoever else, like the Odegaards, are scoring, they will probably half, and some of that will be given to the striker. And that's what my fear is. I like the dynamic that we have where we don't have a sole goal scorer. Now, what I don't mind is Victor Gyökeres is coming in, or like whoever, Sesko, whoever comes in as a plan B, as an option where things aren't working and we just need to put a man in there and be a poacher. That's what I want. I don't want a striker to be our plan A. I like the dynamic. I just want it to be a change in dynamic when we need it to be. And that's when I'll bring a Gyökeres and Sesko in. That's my answer.
You know what? Sauls is spot on there. Like, I feel like, I just want to touch on that as well. Yeah, I feel like everything you said was correct. I feel as it's good for us to have that type of team where, and especially in Europe, you know what I mean, where we can play Havertz up there, we might drop it, and you watch Havertz, sometimes we'll drop a bit deeper, we'll pass it on, or sometimes we'll literally attack and finish as he did against Southampton. So I do like that, and I don't want to be that type of team where you've got the 9 and that's it, you're playing to the 9, I want us to be a bit different. But yeah, if we can get a Sesko and a Gyökeres, and they, like you were saying, DG, where play with and play off, bruv, like our options are limited. You hear opposition say, or opposition managers say, with Arsenal, it's kind of like you don't know what's going on. It's literally like one player's there, who's there. It's like, and that's from all positions. That's centre backs, that's Timber, Calafiori, all of them. So yeah, no, I'm in agreement with that. And listen, long may it continue with Havertz.
Boy, this is it, man. Look how far we've come. I still want a striker, though. I'm not gonna cap.
You know what the maddest thing is, right? He said 20 to 25 goals, and no one blinked an eye on that bit.
No, because I listen to what I watch his interviews and stuff, and for me, beyond the obvious, it's the way he speaks now. Like, again, not to get at Jesus, this is someone that believes in themselves. That's someone that don't. And we all remember what Kai was like. Charity pens against Bournemouth, probably his worst performance in an Arsenal shirt in midfield against Fulham. Now he's genuinely, I think he genuinely believes I'm going to get 20 goals. I can. Even there was, I can't remember where. I think he was talking to Rio Ferdinand. Why he's talking to him, I don't know. He was like
sport interview.
Yeah, and he was like, before, if we won the game and I scored or assist, I was a bit indifferent. Now I'm kind of pissed off if I don't contribute, and it's that kind of thing that I like, and it might give me hope for Jesus, because once upon a time Kai would not be described as clinical, at least in an Arsenal shirt he quote unquote is. But boy, if you offer me a striker, though, I'm still having it. I'm still having one to take us to the next level. In addition to Kai, I'm still having a left winger, man. But that's just me. Would you not make up the injury news around Kai, man? While we're on the guy, it's just clocked.
I don't think it's injury. I think it's one of them where it's kind of like he's obviously fatigued, didn't it? Like you played these games, you've done your thing, and I think now Arsenal is smartening up. I think because of Martin Odegaard, yeah, you're gonna see him now. They're gonna be like, nah, we allowed you lot one.
Sacks come out of that team.
Remember what I said to you last stream, right?
Yeah.
Fake doctor notes are needed. They listened. Ian Wright watched your stream. Ian Wright went to Mikel, said, "Look, Saul's actually made a good point here. We need these fake doctor notes." So, just saying.
No, because we're too nice a club. Like when I saw Odegaard,
don't bend the rules.
Like, when he was like, "Oh yeah, I've got a knock, but yeah, I'm going international." bro, if I'm the manager, I'm like, you ain't going. Like, you know what I mean? Stay back. Because City do all the time.
All the time.
There's always one play they do it with. Fergie used to do it as well. And I want to see that from my club. And that shows me my club are becoming that.
You know what the maddest thing is, though, actually, Matt? Yeah. Like, Palmer got pulled out for game management or load management.
Yeah.
That's not even an injury. That's just because they don't want him playing too many games.
Yeah. But that's what I want to see. I want to see Rice and Saka now. Those are the main two now. I want to see them two. It's like, you got two dead international. I think they're playing Greece and then is it Australia or something like that? Or
yeah, forget that, man.
Why do you need like test the players out? Go get the young bucks. Like, why do you need your? You know, Saka's dead on. You know, Rice is dead on. You know, like a Foden might be dead on. But the players like Palmer, you're like Calvin Phillips, whatever, or the like Ollie Watkins, Ivan Toney. These are the players that are on the fringes of the team.
Yes.
So they should be the ones playing, getting used to it, getting the minutes, and impressing you. Saka doesn't need to. If I was Saka, I'd just sit on the pitch. I'd literally sit down. I'm like,
he's too much of a good youth for that, man.
Yeah.
I love the guy,
with him, he's too eager to play. You can see it. He's like,
he's a manager's dream. He's never gonna say no. And if he says no, he's genuinely hurt. Yeah. But we need to start doing them, as you lot have said, we need to start doing the mind games. Because I don't know about you lot, but the last international break, I was scared going into it. You all saw the news that broke out. Let's hope this one is calm. And it's jarring because we got one in November. This is crazy, man.
Do you know what? And I don't know. Sorry, we don't go into injuries too deep, but look at the amount of ACLs already. Players are
hopefully that's none of our players again.
Yeah, like players are breaking down. Like you imagine you had Rodri and Son complaining and they're down, they're out. Like it's too much. And I don't ever remember this much international, but that shows you these people at the top, they're all about money. They don't care.
All about money, bro. More games in the camp, more games in the club thing.
You know what I mean? UEFA Nations League, they changed the name. It's just friendlies. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's just friendlies. I'm not gonna lie. It feels like it has put a bit of spice back in
the last international break of the year. That's the most baffling thing. There's another one coming.
Bearing in mind the Euros just finished as the season started, but footballers are guinea pigs. This is why I say I only care. I don't care how much footballers get paid because what they're getting is pennies anyways, and they're the ones actually doing the work. If every footballer said we're not playing, we ain't got a stream to make, we don't watch our club, and the same goes for everyone else. But it's only going to get worse, man. These guys don't care. You might just allow bigger squads. That's the only thing. That's probably why they allowed 5 subs when they changed them laws. They don't give a fuck, man.
That's true. For sure.
It's jarring, man. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you lot get out of here. Let people know where they can find you, lot, man.
Halftime man. You get me, Halftime Hawks, man. You get me, man, on YouTube, man, on TikTok. You get me, man, on Twitter. Get me, shout me, man, a talkative guy in it. So yeah, man. Sub to the thing, bro. We're growing, trying to hit 1K, man. Trying to hit 1K.
Hit the follow buttons, folks.
Yeah, find me Back of the Net podcast, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I'm trying to be famous like some people. You're
Mr. Popular in all them fets, man. I'm trying to be like you.
Nah, listen, I'm playing.
Listen, yeah, the girl, I'm shy, man.
Find me on there. Listen, I'm just doing my thing, and I'm just doing Premier League, not just Arsenal, innit? Just general Premier League and stuff like that.
How much girls he gets in the motive, people? Bloody hell, bro. He's different, you know. He's different. He's different.
Hey,
I saw him. I was like, "That you, yeah?"
This part has to be cut out. This guy.
You can throw me under a bus. Jose Mourinho settings immediately.
Hey, Hooks, you see what he did to me, yeah?
Just airing out the dirty laundry right now, you know.
Hey, them ones, if it's black at the camera in there.
Oh, man.
Hey,
man. Souls, let people know where they can find you, man.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe here, obviously, because you'll find us on here, hopefully a bit more regular than we have been.
Amen.
Guna Souls on Twitter, pretty much, and actually, don't follow me. I'm just talking Havertz nonsense. So, you know, like if that's your thing, then come ahead. But otherwise, yeah, good luck because I'm just bullying every other team in the Premier League, giving Arsenal prop, you know, Mikel's generation, all that kind of thing. So if that's your thing, then yeah, Guna Souls. But make sure you subscribe to the man. Then make sure you get at least 1K. Come on, gotta, you know, prop everyone up. So that's good.
Come on, man. People, if you didn't catch what they said, all their stuff's going to be in the description of the video. Give the man them follows and whatnot. Pretty sure you lot agree and disagree with a lot of the points we made. So, yeah, hit the comment section. We're out of here now, man. Peace, lads. Peace, crew chat. Peace. Oh.